Hello and welcome to Senate TV. My name's DJ Sojo from the SenateDJs. Today we're reviewing the Mixon 4 by Reloop. Mixon 4 is the all-new hybrid controller by Reloop Germany. Today what we're going to do is going to go through the basic features. I'm going to show you guys a few tricks to save you some Googling, and we're going to give you my honest review of the Reloop Mixon 4. The basic layout is very familiar to any controllerists out there. You see what's coming out in 2017. They all got the right idea. They're keeping the look somewhat uniform. What we have here is a mirrored layout as opposed to a standard layout where the pitch bends would appear as if it was two decks. This is going to appear as one whole unit. That's how Reloop wants it. One unit. I do not mind this at all. Some DJs I talk to aren't very comfortable with splitting that up. To me, my brain immediately sank. This is the play button. This is the play button. It's very easy for me to understand and navigate my way through both of these decks built into this unit. What I really like are the pads themselves. The pads latency is like 0, as I'll show you right now. Now, one finger, two fingers. You can literally pad this with one hand. So finger drummers out there, Reloop has spared no expense in making sure this pad is the most accurate thing we've felt to date on any Reloop products. So when I saw this pad appear, I was really happy and I knew Reloop would do a great job, as they did. Loop roll. Flawless. Very happy with the loop roll. Our sampler is built in. We actually have a designated sampler volume, which is an awesome high-end feature that we need. Anybody uses a lot of samples. It's all built in right here. Traditional slicer, for those of you familiar with Serato DJ slicer. Real cool stuff there and easy access. So the standard pads are just about the same things you can expect on most of the new gear. However, they feel really good. Built-in sync button. I don't know how to use that. I'm never going to know how to use that, so don't ask us. SenateDJs, we don't sync buttons. But it's there for the users just starting off, and the people that do crutch on the sync button. It's built in. Auto loop is built in. The auto loop corresponds with your loop roll. So if I had a big open loop roll here, if you look here, you can see us change the top row or bottom row. The Reloop really put their foot in this one as far as the vinyl feel. Reloop has made their business on applying to the turntablists, and a lot of us were really looking for a controller that we could translate to. And I think they did a good job with the feel of the Mixon. The filter effect, very impressive. Very wet resonance wise. Exactly a sweet spot where you want. Very proud of the filter effect on this. Along with the filter, the M2 actually allows you to conjoin effects with that filter effect. So whatever is on effect 1 on that corresponding deck is going to combine as I move. We used an echo. So now you hear the echo. As you bring it back to center, gets rid of your effect, turns it off, and keeps you back to 100%. Next feature we're looking at is the jog. This jog jogs you up and down and allows you to load on each deck. We have 4 channels, 4 deck control right here, native with Serato DJ, which is very popular coming into today's market. However, I've never really seen much of a need for that 3rd and 4th deck. The 3rd deck, sometimes scratching a sample or something just to have access to my drops on a deck, but other than that, I can't find a lot of use. But all you do to get to deck 3 on the software, you click there, deck 4, boom, deck 1, deck 2, you're back live. The EQ curves are very solid. What you would find with most high-end mixers, I do like the sound of this board. Very great quality. As opposed to my Rane TTM62, this is actually sounding much better. Digital audio converters coming from Reloop are top-notch. They really have this thing sounding good. What you see here is a mixer layout. The only fallback I can give this is it does not have inputs. It's tough. If you are looking for a piece of gear with inputs, this is not it. This is a standalone software controller only. Now the price reflects that, and I have a feeling Reloop did that to keep the price down and give you an option rather than going all in with the Pioneer SX2. This one will definitely hit bang for the buck at $699. Overall feel is very good. Scratching, I'm a scratch guy. The scratch on this I was very impressed. And guys like me who are turntablists, you can find yourself very at home in a piece of gear like this. The effects are multi-assignable. You have 3 effects on each side, and your tap button is right here. Each effect can be assigned corresponds. Some echo. Other effects. So Serato effects is a whole other thing, but all Serato DJ effects are built into this unit. And then if you use this with Algorithms DJ, it also assigns the algorithm effects built into the unit, which is very cool. The play experience on both is very similar. Serato DJ gives you a much more professional, low latency feel than the devices we've tried it on mobilely. It's going to be a while before the mobile devices catch up to our laptop computers, but they're coming. Another feature I love is the independent LEDs on each track. You can see exactly where your track is on each song before you even bring it out. So, judging by the gain, you can queue up your levels exactly where you want them before the track is even hitting the decks. So, I do like that. It's a feature you see on the higher end mixers that I'm glad Reloop put into this. Okay, so right now we're going to get into the mobile devices briefly. I haven't had a lot of time to play with this. However, we fired it up and we checked it out, and I can show you what you're going to expect, especially on a smaller device like a Samsung S7. But the Mixon will come with an adapter. I'm using my Samsung adapter right now. You basically just plug the USB in. You will see the app will automatically open up. Algorithm DJ will open up, and the Reloop symbol will pop up on top. Let you guys know that you are officially in the game. Now, I don't have any music on this device, but I do have Spotify. Spotify allows you to link up to the account. I can literally stream music with this Mixon right now with no music on my device, streaming through my Spotify Pro account. So we'll just take a song. And that easy, you're in the game. Just like on Serato DJ, you have access to the same tools. You have your hot cues, you have your loop rolls. We do have a sampler, and we have a slicer. Very cool that this thing works. I'm very impressed. You do have latency issues with the S7. The feedback on the iPad Pro has been really good. However, we don't have one. So look forward to the future for us getting into that a little bit. We'll see if we can get our hands on one. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about the digital crossfader. The crossfader on here has selective curves, as you can see, 3 selective curves, but it goes in even deeper for fine tuning. What you do is to activate this. Now some people might be frustrated out the box if they're not getting the cut they want out of the stock fader here. But what you do is hold down your tap button and power the unit on. Once you do that, you'll see all 4 Q buttons light up. This means you're in crossfader mode. Now this could be measured down, I believe, to 1/10 of a millimeter. So you basically jog the jog dial where you want it. This would be the sharpest cut you can get, is if both sides are empty. So we're going to jog it on over. I'll show you where I like mine. Right about there. That's at 50%. I got a little of a heavy hand. This will take you at 0, and this is where I like my fader. So I'm going to press OK. Power the unit off. As you power it back on, our new fader setting is going to be built in. As of right now, we're pretty impressed. The Mixon 4 has given us everything we've asked for. The mobile features are awesome, especially if you're in a bind, your laptop goes down, you can literally pick up a cell phone and you're in the game. Whether that's an iPhone or Android device. Most devices are compatible, all Apple iOS devices, and there is a list online that we'll post in the comments of compatible Android devices. Alright, so that's going to conclude my review on the Mixon 4 by Reloop. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it covered everything for you. Again, I know there's some features we did not get to. I haven't personally had time to dig in and get into the key features, so I'm hoping to follow up with a video particularly for the key features of the Mixon 4 and Serato Pitch and Time. So keep an eye on that. That will be coming soon. If you have any suggestions, feel free to hit us in the comment box and pound that subscribe button. Again, everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name's Anthony Soho for the SenateDJs and Reloop. The next time we meet, goodbye.